Namaste. I'm here at last, and this is probably my 10th attempt at putting a video out for you. The situation isn't ideal in that, the videoing situation in that I'm behind the lights. I'm in front of the window, so I might go a little shadowy at times, and had to use my computer in the end. I got the camera working, so it doesn't always adjust to the light very quickly. So sometimes I'll be a little bit in shadow, and sometimes my head might be slightly cut off at the back. So I'll just do what I can. Hopefully you can follow my instructions and you can see what I'm doing, even if you can't see my head at times. So let's just give this a go. And before we get into this, I just want to explain what we're doing for this class. So I would like to say, first of all, I hope you're doing okay, and really interesting times, and very easy to get caught up in the fear of and the sort of frantic energy that's going around at the moment. So really important to just step away from all that drama and craziness, and just to take time to ground, take time to breathe, be present. So I decided to do a class that focuses on the psoas muscle. So the psoas is the deepest muscle in the body, and it connects our upper body to our legs, or our spine to our legs. So it's really important as a postural muscle, but also for movement, a sense of balance and center of gravity. But it also works on a much more subtle level. It's often referred to as the seat of our soul, or the muscle of the soul. What we do know is that it's very much connected with the fight, flight, freeze response. Yeah. So when we go into that fight, flight, into that survival mode, that very, very base chakra survival mode, what happens is the psoas can get quite exhausted, and which in turn can overwhelm the nervous system, and then that in turn will eventually shorten the exhausted psoas, and that in turn has an effect on our breathing and our organs and nervous system. So it's often said that we can hold a lot of emotion and trauma within the psoas. So if you think about it this way, fear affects our breathing. Breathing affects breathing affects the muscular tension. So we can reverse that. Yeah. So when we breathe deeply, so when we are breathing, we're breathing into the belly, and then we're taking that breath up into the rib cage. Yeah, and we're going to do that in a moment. Just settle in with some breath work. All I wanted to say really about, this is all about de-stressing, really, and just bringing your body back into balance, grounding. Think of it as a self-nurture time. So the class will be partly hatha and partly vinyasa flow. So I come from 3 different traditions over 5 years: Ashtanga, vinyasa flow, and more recently the hatha Bihar school of yoga. So I'm going to be integrating some from the hatha and a little bit of vinyasa flow. So I'm doing this with my students in mind, but this is open to anybody. And if you are, so please feel free to share with anybody that you feel it might help. And if you are new to yoga, or if you're just feeling like you need to be very kind to yourself, just take the more basic option, or take it very easy on yourself. Take a break if you need to. Okay, so let's get into this. Just find yourself a comfortable seated position. I'm assuming that you don't have props at home, so I'm going to take this class without props. If you do have a blanket or a cushion, you're very welcome to grab something to sit on that, just to make yourself comfortable. So just taking your hands onto the knees. Take a few deep breaths in and out, connecting in, closing your eyes down, bring your awareness to the sit bones, feeling that connection to the earth. And then bringing your awareness to the breath, breathing in, belly gently expands, rib cage expands, full exhale. And again, breathing in, belly, rib cage, full exhale, just allowing the shoulders to relax down, softening the brow. So we'll take another breath together in and out and go into an Om together, just taking the mantra Om just once. So coming into a mudra of your choice, chin mudra, thumb to index finger. Deep breath in. Releasing, exhale. Breathing in for the mantra Om. Coming back to that full breath, breathing in belly, taking that breath up into the ribcage. Full exhale. Take a couple more rounds. So we'll just introduce some counting to the breath. This is something you can do at home to release any emotional stress or even physical stress within the body. So emptying the breath out. We're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 5, and exhale 8. So breathing in 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round together. 1, inhale, 2, 3, 4, hold, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Just taking a couple of rounds here, just in your own time. Allowing that practice to settle and becoming present within your practice. And then just wiggling the fingers, rotate the wrists, stretch out the fingers and the hands. Moving the head from side to side, just introduce some movement into the neck. Or looking up and down. Okay, good. So, coming into a seated position, extend the legs out in front. Just going into some movements first. So breath in, reaching the arms up, Exhale, take it forward, rowing. Inhale, draw back, reaching up. Exhale, take it forward for 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Reversing that. Inhale first, and then exhale, sweeping the hands forward, reaching up. Inhale. Good. Exhale, forward. Inhale, up. And 3. And 4. 5. And 6. Good. So bringing the legs wide now. Keep the toes pointing up to the sky, just stabilizing the pelvis there. We're going to dynamic twist, so bring the arms up, out, shoulder height, and draw the navel in. So create that length through the spine. Breath in, exhale, taking left hand towards the right foot, or even onto the floor if you can't reach the foot. Inhale to center, exhale, opposite side. Inhale, center, exhale. Inhale, center, exhale. So you can stay at the speed, or you can speed it up if you want to, making it more dynamic. But matching breath with movement, so just speeding up the breath as you need. Warming up the spine. Good, and then a couple of more rounds. And finding your way back to center. Churning the middle. Bring the arms out in front, interlock the fingers so the arms are rigid. Keep drawing navel to spine to create that length through the spine. Breath in. Exhale in a clockwise direction. I'm trying to work out if it's the same for me as it is in a mirror image, which it probably isn't, but never mind. Okay, so exhale around the front, inhale around the back. And 3, 4, 5, and 6. Come back to center. Good. Take a breath in. Extend the arms, and then reversing that. Exhale around the front. Inhale around the back. It's really important that you try to integrate the breath with the movement so that it becomes a moving meditation. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, good. We're going to come onto the floor now, lying on our backs. So bringing your feet quite close to your bottom, feet hip distance. I apologize if you can't see me very well. We're just going into dynamic bridge. So feet are hip distance, toes pointing forward. Arms by your side, palms down. Okay, so on the breath in, start to raise the arms overhead as you raise the hips. Hold there for a moment and then exhale, lower yourself down. Good, and again, breathing in. Hips come up, arms up over your head. Exhale. 2. Coming up, breath in for 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. Inhale, 5. Exhale, 5. Good. Do need a little bit of space for this one, particularly if you're doing the full version. So going into hip rotations, modified version first. Left leg is extended, bend the right knee in. So modified version, you can just take the knee around here. Okay, so you're exhaling down, inhaling around the left. If you're doing full version, the leg is extended, arms by your side, palms down. Starting with the right leg. Take a breath in and exhale down through the right. Inhale up through left. Exhale for 2. Inhale 2. Exhale 3. Inhale 3. Exhale 4. Inhale 4. Exhale 5. Inhale 5. Exhale 6. Inhale 6. Just hover the right leg above the floor, and then we'll inhale up around the right, exhale down through the left, just reversing that direction. Good, so still staying with that breath, inhaling up, Exhaling down, take 3 more rounds. Good. Hovering that leg and then lower the right leg down. Taking it to the left this time, so if you're modifying, bending that knee in, or extending that leg, hovering the leg above the floor. So we're going in a clockwise direction first. Inhale up, round the left, exhale down through right for 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. And 6. Pausing there and then reverse for 6. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Up around the right side, exhale down around the left. 4, 5, and 6. Good. From here, just bring that left knee in towards the chest. The right leg is extended. Push your way through the right heel so the leg is activated. So gripping around the shin, or you can grip around the thigh if that's easier. Take a breath in. Exhale, lifting up the upper back, draw your nose towards your knee, holding there on the exhale. And then lower down. Take a breath in and swap legs. Right leg coming in, holding around the shin or the thigh. Take a breath in. Exhale, coming up, hold. Lower down and inhale. So we'll take 4 more rounds, either 2 each leg, so you can do single leg. We start on the left, so go back to the left for 2 and then come back to the right for 2. Otherwise, following me, we're taking both legs in, gripping around the shins or the thighs. So take a breath in. Exhale, come up, hold. Lower down. Good. Take a breath in. Exhale, come up, hold. Lower down. If you want, you can extend the arms and the legs in between. Good. Taking a breath in. Exhale. 3rd round. Good. Either lowering all the way down or breathing in, extending arms, extending legs. And then exhale. Last round. Good. And release. So bring your arms out, shoulder level onto the floor, palms facing downwards. We're going into dynamic twist. This can be done with the feet on the floor, which is a little gentler on your lower back. So have a little bit of space between your feet. Or you can bring your knees into your chest with the feet off the floor. So looking up towards the ceiling, breath in. Exhale, knees left, head right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, center. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to center. Take hold behind the thighs, or behind the knees, rolling forward and back a few times. Massaging all the muscles around the spine. Keep the chin tucked in towards the chest. And then we'll roll ourselves up and come onto all fours. I'm just trying to find the best position that you can see me in. Okay, so hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Just going into some cow-cat first. So breathing in to lift the chin. Exhale, drawing the navel up, head comes down. And again, breath in, lift the chin. Navel moves towards the floor. Exhale, drawing the navel up, head bows. And again, breath in, breath out. Good. Come to neutral spine, neutral position. Extend the right arm forward, the left leg back. Breathing in here. Exhale. Place the hand and knee down and reverse to the other side. Inhale, left arm in front, right arm behind. Exhale. And again, right arm, left leg, breath in, hold. Exhale. Left arm, right leg. Inhale, hold. Exhale, taking 2 more rounds. So just sit back towards your heels, walk the hands forward and feel that stretch all the way down through the arms, the shoulders, sides of the torso. Maybe just rocking the hips from side to side, releasing any tension here in the sacrum, the lower back. Good. And then walking your hands over to your right side, feel that stretch through the left side of the body. 3 breaths here. Taking breath and awareness to the left side of the rib cage, the left lung. Good. Then go ahead, walk your hands over to the left side, feeling a stretch through the right side of the body. 3 deep inhales, exhales here. Bring the breath and awareness to the right lung area. Good. Come back to center. Rock yourself back onto all fours. Going into tiger, we're going to take the right leg up as you lift the chin, as if you were going to touch the crown of the head with the toes. Exhale, draw the knee towards the chest, draw the navel up towards the spine. Push down through the hands. And again, inhale. Exhale, just go into your rhythm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And this time, step that right foot all the way through into a lunge. Just taking 3 breaths here. Bring the hands onto the knee. Shoulders relax, creating some length through the neck. Keeping the hips forward. And then we're going to bring the arms up. Breath in. 3 breaths here. Lift through the heart. Exhale, place the hands down, slide that right foot back onto all fours, taking it to the left side for tiger. So breathing in, leg lifts, exhale, knee to chest, head down, and again, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. We'll take that left foot forward. Just bring your hands onto that knee. So again, just bringing the hips forward. Make sure there's a good space between this foot and this knee if you can. And then ground down through that left foot. Reach up through the arms and lift through the heart. Take the breath into the ribcage here, into the back of the heart. Good. Exhale. Bringing that foot back. And then tucking the toes under. Take it into downward facing dog or mountain, sometimes known as. Just walking out the legs, stretching out through the toes. So the toes get a little bit neglected, so give them a good stretch. And then bringing your awareness up through the body. Stretching out the Achilles, backs of the calves, knees, thighs, all the way up to the sit bones. And then bring your feet hip distance apart, slightly bend the knees, and really feel the length of the body there. Just stretch out through the torso, the arms. Give the head a little move from side to side. Good. So from here, bring your feet forward to your hands. Coming into a forward bend. Feet are hip distance. You can either place your hands on the floor or grab hold of the elbows. Feel free to bend the knees here. Just feeling that release into the lower back. Maybe into the glutes there. Full yogic breath, breathing into belly, into ribcage. So drawing navel to spine, ground down through the soles of the feet as you begin to slowly roll up. And then reaching the arms over the head, fingers interlocked, turn palms upwards. Your feet should be, I'm going to face you, feet should be hip distance or slightly wider. Take a breath in and exhale. Little lean to one side. Inhale, center. Exhale, little lean to the other side. Swaying palm tree. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to center. So we're going to go through a couple of Surya Namaskars, and feel free to do more of these at home. I'm just going to do probably 2 for this practice just because I'm aware of the time. But I would normally do in 5 to 8 rounds. So we'll take the first one nice and steady. We might do 3 actually, we'll see. So I apologize for cutting my head off. Bring your feet hip distance and take your hands together in front of the heart. Pranamasana. Let's take a few breaths in and out here. So for this first one, we'll all go through the modification. Take a breath in, raise the arms overhead, palms forward, lift through the heart. Exhale, take your hands onto your hips, bending the knees, come all the way forward into that forward bend and release the hands to the floor. Step your right foot back, come onto that knee. Let's lower that knee to the floor. Coming with your hands onto that front knee, 3 breaths. So just adding a little bit of a stretch here. Good. Exhale, place the hands to the floor, stepping that left foot back, come into downward dog or mountain. Same thing. Okay, I'll call it downward dog. Some people call it mountain, so we'll just stick with downward dog. Most people are familiar with that. From here, take a breath in, exhale, lower down onto your knees. So inhale, lift through the chin, come into that cow stretch. And then exhale, toes tucked under, take it back to downward facing dog. From here, take the left foot forward and come back onto your right knee. Take the hands onto that front knee. We'll just take a couple of extra breaths here because we're really focusing on the psoas area. And then exhale, hands come down, take that right foot back, into that forward bend, release head and neck. So inhale, coming all the way up, bring the arms overhead, palms forward. And exhale, take the hands together in front of the heart. First Surya Namaskar, second side. Inhale, arms come up, palms forward, lift through the heart. Exhale, hands to hips, coming all the way into that forward bend. Keep the knees bent, release the head and neck, place the hands onto the floor and step the left foot back, coming onto that knee, bringing the hands onto that right knee. Breathing here. Exhale, place the hands onto the floor, step the right foot back, mountain, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, just taking an extra breath at this point. Exhale, come onto hands and knees. Inhale, lift the chin. Exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward, left knee comes down. Hands to the knee, 3 breaths. Exhale, hands to the earth, stepping the left foot forward, feet hip distance. Take that forward bend, empty the breath. And then inhale, come all the way up, palms forward. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart. Okay, speeding it up a little bit. You are welcome to take the modification again, but I'm going to go to the next level. So hands together in front of the heart, breath in and out here. And then inhale, raise the arms overhead, palms forward. Exhale, take that forward bend. Inhale, right foot comes back. Exhale, left foot steps back, downward dog. Retaining the breath out, come down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, coming through, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up, palms forward. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart. Breath in and out. Inhale, arms raised up, palms forward. Exhale, forward bend. Inhale, left foot comes back. Exhale, right foot back, downward dog. Retaining breath out, come down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come through, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, coming all the way up, palms forward. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart. Resting breath. We'll do one more round at that speed. Inhale, arms raise up, palms forward. Exhale, take that forward bend. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, left foot back, downward dog. Coming down, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, come through cobra. Exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. Exhale, right foot forward, forward bend. Inhale, I don't have the space in front of me, but raise the arms overhead. And exhale, hands together in front of the heart. Resting breath. Good. Inhale, arms raise up. Exhale, take a forward bend. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, right foot back, downward dog. Exhale, keeping the exhale come down. Inhale, come through cobra. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward, come into that forward bend. And inhale, raise the arms overhead, palms forward. Exhale, hands together in front of the heart. Just taking a few breaths here. Okay, and then bringing your arms by your side. Just close your eyes down. Take a few moments to come back to the breath. Just letting the breath settle, the heart rate settle. Shoulders relax down. Take a few moments just to be present with the breath. Good. So opening up the eyes, take a breath in. This time palms connect. Exhale, coming to a forward bend. Inhale, lengthen the spine. We're going into a vinyasa. Exhale, step to plank. Hold there for one full breath. And exhale, lower down. Either from here, coming all the way down to chaturanga, or you can bring the knees down and lower from there. So from here, inhale, coming into cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, from downward dog, take the feet together, take the right leg up with the breath in, and then bending the knee, bring the foot over the left hip. Keep grounded through the palms of the hands there. Square the hips, draw that knee in towards the chest, and step the right foot all the way through. Good. From here, flatten the back foot, and coming into warrior two. So left arm in front, right arm in front, left arm behind. Inhale, reaching back. Exhale, extending forward. Inhale, come into reverse warrior. And then exhale, take it into triangle pose. So you can either bring your right hand to the leg, if you don't have a block, making sure you're not sort of sinking into the leg. Or you can take your hand onto the floor there, left arm extends, and really feeling down the length of the left side of the body. Good. From here, come back to warrior two. I'm just going to switch because I don't want to face the wrong way. But from, so your right foot, you're over your right foot. And then we're going to come into a forward bend. So just bring the toes pointing forward. Take the hands onto the hips, big breath into the rib cage. Exhale, come forward. Coming into a forward bend first, so bring your hands under the shoulders. Take a breath in to lengthen the spine. And then coming into that forward bend, just moving the head from side to side, relax the jaw, relax the neck. Good. Coming up halfway, breath in. We're going to take our right hand down, left arm up. Breathing here. Exhale, place the left hand down, right arm up for a twist. Good. And then from there, coming back over your right foot. Breathing in, reverse warrior. Exhale, both hands come down. Do your vinyasa, step it back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, coming through. Upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. So if you find the vinyasa a struggle, you can always come onto hands and knees and just take cow-cat. So I'm going to switch around, but you don't need to, just so that I'm not, so you don't have to see my bottom when we're going into a forward bend. So from here, feet together, left leg comes up, breath in, opening up the hip. Left foot over the right hip. Stay with the breath. Exhale, square the hips, take the left foot through, coming into warrior two. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. Feeling that stretch all the way down through that left side. Exhale, extend forward. Good. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale into Theta Trikonasana, extended triangle pose. Keep drawing navel in towards the spine. So if this is too much, you can be here. Even with that knee slightly bent, that's fine. Bending that left knee, coming back to warrior two, and then flipping the left toes into face forward, hands to hips. Big breath into the rib cage. Exhale, fold forward, hands under the shoulders. Breath into lengthen. Exhale, forward bend. Good. Walk the hands forward, lengthen the spine. Taking the right hand down, so you can repeat what we just did. Yep, just taking a few breaths there. Or you can go into dynamic twist here. So dynamic twist, reaching, using the arms like pendulums. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, in, exhale. Good, come back to center. Hands to hips, on the breath in, slowly coming all the way up. Then turn the left toes out, come back to warrior two. So inhale, reaching back. Exhale, both hands come down. Either take your vinyasa or just come onto all fours. Breathing in to lift the chin. And then taking it back to downward facing dog. Good. So feet come together, right leg comes up, breath in. Opening up that hip. You can rotate the ankle, that feels good. Exhale, step that right foot all the way through, staying on the ball of the back foot. So extend away through that left heel. Interlock the fingers, raise them overhead. Take a breath in and then exhale, lower that back knee towards the floor. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, just check this knee is in alignment here. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come up. This time take the left elbow to the outside of the right knee for a twist. If this is too much, you can place the left hand to the inside of the right foot, keeping this hand on the hip. So you're here, over here. Good. From here, I'm just going to move back. We're going into half moon. So your right foot is down, your right hand is down, the left leg, let me do it this way round, sorry. The left leg is extended and in line with the torso, the foot is flexed. So you might want to stay here with a hand on the hip or extend that left leg up. So you're looking sideways on. Exhale, look down. Take that left foot behind the right so the ankles are crossed into a forward bend. Unwind the neck. Take about 5 breaths here. Good. Inhale, look up to lengthen. Uncross the feet. Hands to the floor, step back, plank, do your vinyasa, or you can come onto hands and knees. Taking that cow, cat, and moving your way back to downward facing dog. Okay, so feet together, left leg comes up, breath in, opening up that hip. So bringing the foot over the right hip, rotate the ankle 2 or 3 times each direction. Good. Taking that left foot all the way through, come onto your right, the ball of the right foot. Keep this leg activated. Interlock fingers, bring the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, lowering that back knee towards the floor. Inhale. Coming up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. This time we're going to bring that right elbow to the outside of the left knee or modify that twist. Just taking the hand to the floor. You can extend that left arm up if you want. Breathing here into that twist. Good. And then from here, coming into half moon. I'm just going to shift myself back. You're on your left foot and the left hand. So bring the left hand a little out from the foot. So if they're in line, it's going to be really hard to balance. Right leg extends, foot flexed, open up to the side. So you can stay here if you want. Good. Exhale, look down, place the right hand onto the floor. Right foot crosses behind the left. Into that forward bend. Just relax the shoulders. Relax the neck. Really focusing on those exhales. Releasing any tension. Good. And then inhale, look up, lengthen. Exhale, either onto all fours for cat-cow or take it to plank. So your choice of vinyasa. Good. I'm going to switch my mat forward. So from downward facing dog, taking the right leg up. And then take the right foot all the way through. So you're in a lunge, the right foot is forward. Okay. Working all these things out. Next time I'll probably have 2 mats. Might be easier. Okay, so the right foot is forward. I will mirror if that's easier. Yeah, okay. So you're just in this lunge here. Coming back to that lunge. Okay, so from here we're going to, just staying there, I'll just switch myself around. And you're going to bring this back foot up towards the bottom. So use the strength first. See how close you can get this heel towards the bottom. Then if you feel okay in the knee, you can see if you can reach for that foot, but don't strain to do that. Keep lifted through the heart. Keep the hips forward so you can be here. So if this doesn't work, you can stay here and just work on the strength. Okay, and if you want to reach around with 2 hands, reach around with 2 hands. Breathing here. Good, releasing that left foot. Lower it down to the floor. We're coming into lizard. So you're bringing both hands to the inside of that right foot or coming onto forearms. Let the head drop down. Deep inhales, exhales. And really think about bringing the breath and awareness into the belly, into the lower belly, into the psoas area. Good. From here, we're going to do a little bit of core work. So sliding. So if you're on your forearms, you can try tucking the left toes under, stepping that left foot back so we're in a forearm plank, or you just find your way to forearm plank. Try not to let the bottom lift up too much. Holding here. Good, lower the knees down. Coming into cobra, breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. So feet together, take the left leg up this time, breath in. Exhale, step it through. Good, so we're in that lunge. And then taking this foot towards you. Holding that back foot, that right foot. Okay, or you're just working on the strength here. Or you can reach around with 2 hands. Exhale slowly, releasing right foot, both hands to the inside of the left foot into lizard, or you can come all the way onto your forearms. Deep belly breaths. Taking it into forearm plank, so bring that left foot back, holding here. Good, lower the knees down. Come all the way onto your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, so take the feet together. Might come sideways on. It's difficult to know which is easier for you. So from downward dog, take the right leg up, breath in. Exhale, take it forward again. We're going to repeat that. So bring that left foot towards your bottoms. If you're going to touch the bottom with the heel, again, taking hold of that foot. One hand, if you can, or two. Feel that expansion through the chest, through the heart. Keeping the hips forward. Breathe. We want to try and find that sense of effortless ease within each pose, so no struggle. Good, releasing that foot down and coming into half split. So just bring the hands under the shoulders or slightly forward. You might need to, some of you will need to just bring that heel forward. Taking a few breaths here, lowering down over that right leg. Okay, from here into turbo pigeon. So that foot, the little toe edge of that foot is between the hands and this knee is out. Yeah. So we're not in half pigeon. Really elongate the breath. Be very present with the breath. Good. Take that right foot back, taking the knee down for half pigeon. So slide the left leg away from you. Making sure that you're okay in this knee. So find an angle that suits your knee. Those people with more open knees will be able to bring the foot farther forward. Yeah. And then come down over that leg. So you can either stay on your hands if that's as far as you go, or rest your head into your hands. Or come all the way down. Deep belly breath. Good. Coming back up, breath in. Coming onto that right glute, swing the left leg around. So you can either bring the foot in front or all the way to the outside of the right thigh. Seated twist. Bringing the right arm up, breath in. Feel that length all the way down through the right side of the body. And then turning to your left. Either the elbow to the outside of the knee or just hugging that knee. Breathing here. So you twisting towards your left, drawing the navel towards the spine and finding length through the spine. You don't need to crank the neck back. So just keep some softness in the neck and the jaw. Good. Exhale, release, and then from here, we'll take it to Gomukhasana, cow face. So for a lot of people, this is difficult. So it might be more like this, and that's fine. You can just stay here, breathing with the hands onto that knee. So you'll probably feel it anyway, as long as you're feeling a stretch. So if you're happily got your sit bones on the floor and this left knee is resting on top of the right, if there's no gap, then you can take it forward over that top leg. So just softening the muscles in the back. Arms nice and relaxed like wet noodles. Good, and then start to walk your hands back. You will take a vinyasa, so hands to the floor, step back, plank, or do your cow-cat. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Bringing your left foot forward when you're ready. So we're coming into this position here again. Here. Holding here, breathe. It's probably starting to feel a little bit easier. So if you do feel a lot of tightness, or if you get sciatica or really tight in the lower back, just deepen the breath. Really focus on the breath. Good. Exhale, just slowly release that leg back onto the floor into your half splits. So your hands under the shoulders, extending that left leg forward. Breath in. Taking it forward over that left leg. Deep inhales, releasing exhales. Good. Inhale, come up, taking it into that turbo pigeon. So the left foot, you're on the little toe edge of the left foot, and that left foot is a long way forward. It's kind of between the hands. So if the hands are slightly forward of the shoulders, that foot should be between the hands. And the little toe kind of between the hands, because I know you can't quite see what's going on there. Breathing here, so you'll really feel that in here. I just want to acknowledge Pip, by the way, if she watches this, for introducing me to this years ago, turbo pigeon. I use it a lot. It's brilliant. It's a brilliant stretch. So shift the weight back, slide that left foot back, come into half pigeon. Just making sure your right knee is, left knee is okay. And coming forward. So just settle in, either onto your hands or resting head into hands. Oh, we're not supposed to touch our face, but, you know. Breathing here. Good. Coming back up, breath in. And into our seated twist. So come onto the left glute, swinging the right leg around, either in front. So just make sure the sit bones are fairly even and grounded. Good. Stretching up the left arm. Exhale. Oh, that was a good click. Into that twist. So just make sure that you are not dropping into the lower back. Feel that upward energy. Prana energy. Good. Exhale, release, taking it into Gomukhasana. So right knee on top of left. Is that right? Yes. Okay, so you're either here, yeah, or if that knee is resting happily on top of the lower knee, take it forward so that your weight, the weight of your body is taking that stretch deeper. Really breathing deeply here. Good. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, release. We're going to go straight into Baddha Konasana. So taking the feet together. And a little bit of butterfly first. Just bouncing knees up and down. So holding the feet or the ankles. Finding length through the spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, folding forward over the feet. So just feel as though the spine is moving like seaweed in the water. Feeling that fluidity. Moving like water. Feeling that flow. Just riding the wave of the breath. Good. Coming up, breath in. This time extend the legs outwards, just as we started. Toes pointing upwards. And walk the hands forward. Taking a forward bend over the legs. So you can just be on your hands here. Don't feel that you have to go deep into this, but just what feels good. Breathing here. Slowly bringing your hands back. Coming back to bridge, we'll just take one set of bridge. So bringing your feet hip distance. Can you see me? No. I will move back. Can you see me now? Yes. Okay. Feet hip distance, toes pointing forward. I'm going to go up into bridge, but this time holding for 5 breaths. So you can bring the hands under here. You can keep your arms flat, or my preference is interlock the fingers. So I can bring the shoulders closer together, taking the pressure off the neck there. Staying here, 4 more breaths. 4, 3, 2, and releasing down. Good. So bringing the arms out, coming back into that twist, just as we did at the beginning. Exhaling knees to one side, inhaling up to center, exhaling knees to the opposite side. So just turning the head in the opposite direction. And then come back to center. We're just going to take a simple twist. Extend the left leg out.
Bring your hips slightly out to your right, so just slide them across, maybe by 2 or 3 centimeters. And then taking your left hand to the outside of the right knee, bring the right knee across the body towards your left. And try and keep this right shoulder grounded if you can. Good, come back to center. Bring the hips back to neutral, stretch the right leg out. Yeah, just bringing that knee in towards the chest. And then bringing your hips over slightly to your left. The left arm is extended, the right hand takes the left knee across the body. Really deepening the breath here. Be fully present with the breath. Coming back to center. So rocking yourself to actually no, let's stay here. We're just going to stay here in Shavasana for a few moments. So bringing your arms away from the body, let the heels, the feet are about hip distance or mat distance apart, the feet flopped out. And allowing the whole body to relax. The shoulders relax, back of the head, the neck, chest and upper back, right arm, left arm. Oh, the whole back really relaxes. Belly, buttocks relax right and left. And the whole of the pelvic area relaxed. The right leg relaxes and the left leg relaxes. Whole body relaxes. Okay, so keeping your eyes closed, you're just going to take your left hand to your heart, the right hand to your belly, staying there, eyes closed. Some of you will have your own personal sankalpa, positive result. If you do, just say that now to yourself 3 times. If you don't find a word or a positive statement, maybe something to send out to the rest of the world and what's going on at the moment. Repeat to yourself 3 times. Begin to make small movements in hands and feet, fingers, toes. Taking a stretch. Hugging knees to chest, all over the lower back a few times. Then come to rest on your right side. Take a few moments there. And then coming to sit back onto your mat, grabbing a cushion or blanket if you need to. Okay, so we're going to finish with a little bit of Nadi Shodhan, alternate nostril breathing. We'll just take 5 rounds together. So let's come into this mudra here, Apana mudra. This is a really grounding mudra. Apana is downward grounding energy. So the palms facing downwards, you're just relaxing the wrists onto the knees. Closing your eyes down, relax the face. Feeling that connection to the earth through the sit bones, as if you're putting roots down deep into the earth.
Now bringing your awareness back to the breath. Slow, deep inhale through the nose, belly, ribcage. Full exhale. So now introduce a steady count to the inhale. So we're going to breathe in for a steady count. Hold at the top of the breath. And then exhaling, same count as the inhale. So you've got this even rhythm going on. And at the end of the exhale, just pausing for a few moments. Take a few moments to find that rhythm. Feeling into that grounding energy, feeling very present with your breath and the body. So I'll talk the first round through with you just in case you are not familiar with Nadi Shodhana or alternate nostril breathing. Bring your right middle and index finger onto your brow. Just placing the fingers onto the third eye center. Empty the breath and close off the right nostril lightly with the thumb. Deep inhale through left nostril. Using your count. Come to the top of the breath and pause. And then closing the left nostril with the ring finger, exhale right. Come to the end of the breath, pause. Inhale right nostril, bringing awareness to third eye center. Closing off right nostril, exhaling slowly through the left. Again, inhale left nostril, bring awareness to third eye center. Pause. Closing the left, exhale slowly through the right nostril. Come to the end of the breath, pause. Inhale right nostril to third eye center. And then changing, closing right, exhaling left. Taking 3 more rounds in your own time. When you've completed those 3 rounds, just bring your right hand back onto the knee, back into Apana Mudra, thumb connected with the middle and index fingers. Sorry, the middle and ring finger, beg your pardon. Just allow that practice to settle. And from here, we'll come to a close. Repeating the mantra Om 3 times, followed by the Shanti Pat. Breathing in and out together first, breath in. Exhale. Inhale.
Om Shanti 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 Hari Om. Palms together in front of the heart. Thank you for joining me for this practice.